Welcome to the Explainer. So, when you think about electric cars, you probably think of a few key players, right? For a long time, Toyota wasn't really one of them. In fact, a lot of people wrote them off completely in the EV race. But what if I told you they might be quietly getting ready to leapfrog the entire industry, all thanks to one revolutionary piece of tech, the solid-state battery?
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll tackle the big misconception about Toyota and EVs. Then, we'll get into why current batteries are kind of a problem. After that, we'll look at the solid-state solution, a truly wild partnership, and finally, what this all means for the future of cars. All right, let's dive right in. For years, the story around Toyota was pretty simple. Everyone thought they were just completely behind on the whole electric car revolution. A lot of it came down to quotes like this from their former CEO, Akio Toyoda. He was very cautious, and when competitors were going all in on EVs, Toyota was talking about other options. So naturally, the critics pounced. They called Toyota an EV laggard, stubbornly clinging to its hybrids while the future was clearly electric. But here's where the story gets a little tricky. While everyone was focused on that narrative, Toyota was busy selling a record-breaking 11.3 million cars. Turns out their strategy, which included hybrids, plug-ins, and yes, even hydrogen, was something the world actually wanted. They weren't behind, they were just playing a different game. So, what was holding things back? What was Toyota waiting for? Well, the answer lies with the batteries that are in basically every single EV on the road today. They have some fundamental issues. You see, today's EVs all run on lithium-ion batteries with a liquid electrolyte. And look, they got us started, but they come with a lot of baggage. We're talking about range anxiety, charging times that can feel like an eternity, and the fact that over time, they just don't hold a charge as well. Plus, that liquid can be unstable. And this wasn't a secret. As Toyota's current CEO points out, for years, the big challenge for the next generation of batteries was that they would literally crack under pressure. All that charging and discharging would just physically break them down. It was a huge roadblock. But what if that core problem has been solved? Well, Toyota believes it has finally cracked the code. They think they've got what pretty much everyone in the industry calls the holy grail of batteries. So what is a solid-state battery? Honestly, the key is right in the name. You take out that unstable, flammable liquid electrolyte and you replace it with a solid, stable material. It's kind of like swapping a glass of water for a block of ice. It's just more robust. It's a simple idea, but one with absolutely massive implications. And this is where it really gets exciting. That one change, it basically solves every major problem we just talked about. We're talking higher energy density, which means way more range, faster charging, better safety because there's no flammable liquid, and the big one, Toyota says they've solved the durability problem, so they last much longer. Okay, so having this amazing tech in a lab is one thing, but actually making millions upon millions of them for cars, that is a whole different ballgame. And to solve that puzzle, Toyota found a partner you would never expect. So I'll ask you, if you had to guess, where would you say the secret ingredient for a revolutionary battery comes from? A high-tech lab, maybe? Some rare earth mine? The real answer is a lot weirder. Get this. The key ingredient for Toyota's solid-state dream comes from the stuff left over after refining oil. Yeah, you heard that right. Toyota has teamed up with an oil giant, Idemitsu Kosan. And for the last 2 decades, Idemitsu has been working on a way to take sulfur, which is basically a waste product for them, and turn it into the super pure material Toyota needs for its batteries. It's this incredible bit of industrial recycling, turning something nobody wants into the key to the future. And this isn't just a cool science project. This whole partnership is built around a very real, very concrete plan to get these batteries out of the lab and onto highways around the world. Their strategy is pretty straightforward, broken into 3 phases. First, they perfect the recipe in small facilities. Next, Idemitsu builds a big pilot plant to make the stuff, while Toyota actually designs the cars that will use it. And finally, if all goes well, they hit the big red button for full-on global mass production. And they are moving fast. The timeline here is really aggressive. We're talking a new factory coming online in 2026, with the first solid-state EVs hitting the market as early as 2027. This isn't some far-off dream anymore. This is happening. So what's the payoff? The performance they're targeting is just staggering. For starters, a driving range of 1,000 kilometers. That's over 620 miles on a single charge. Just think about that. For most people, range anxiety would just vanish. And if that wasn't enough, how about this? 10 minutes. That's how long they're aiming for to charge from nearly empty to 80%. That's barely enough time to run in, grab a coffee, and get back to your car. That right there completely changes the game. So let's zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about Toyota building a better car. If they can pull this off, they could set a brand new standard for the entire auto industry, leaving everyone else scrambling to catch up. And I think the president of Idemitsu really nailed it with this quote. This partnership between a car company and an oil company isn't just about cars. It's about fundamentally changing our whole relationship with how we power our lives. So in the end, we're looking at this incredible, patient, long-term strategy that could flip the whole script, turning a company everyone thought was a laggard into the undisputed leader. It leaves us with one heck of a question for the future. Will this completely unexpected team-up, a legacy automaker and an oil giant, be the ones to finally unlock the true potential of electric cars? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.